As Jamaica's Prime Minister, Andrew Holness has left an indelible mark on the nation. But what will his lasting legacy be? Will it be defined by economic growth or tainted by controversy? Let's look at economic growth. Did Holness' policies successfully reduce Jamaica's debt to GDP ratio? Did his administration's investment in infrastructure stimulate economic growth? Can his leadership be credited for attracting foreign investment? What role did tourism play in Jamaica's economic recovery? How did his policies impact small businesses and entrepreneurs? Let's look at the social initiatives. Did the Housing Opportunity Production and Employment (HOPE) program effectively address social issues? Did Holness' government improve access to education and healthcare? Are Jamaicans better off under his leadership? How did his administration address poverty and inequality? What impact did his policies have on crime and national security? Let's look at the investigation and controversy. Will the Integrity Commission's investigation into Holness' statutory declarations impact his legacy? Did he omit bank accounts or incorrectly report information? Can he be held accountable for transparency? What are the implications of this investigation for Jamaica's governance? How will this investigation affect public trust in government? Let's look at the regional and international impact. How will Holness' leadership be viewed by regional and international partners? Did he strengthen Jamaica's position within CARICOM? Can his diplomatic efforts be considered successful? What role did Jamaica play in global forums during his tenure? How did his leadership impact Jamaica's relationships with key international partners? Let's look at his leadership style. Was Holness' leadership collaborative or authoritarian? Can his leadership be considered transformative? Did he prioritize national interests or party loyalty? Can his decision-making be considered effective? How did he handle criticism and opposition? What role did his cabinet play in shaping policy? Let's look at his legacy. Will Holness' achievements outweigh controversies? Can his leadership be considered transformative? How will history remember Andrew Holness? What lessons can be learned from his tenure? How will his legacy influence future Jamaican leaders? What will be the lasting impact of his policies on Jamaica's development? Let's look at the expert analysis. What do experts say about Holness' economic policies? How do they assess his social initiatives? What impact did his leadership have on Jamaica's international relations? What are the implications of his legacy for Jamaica's future? Let's look at the public perception. How do Jamaicans view Holness' leadership? Did he deliver on campaign promises? What are the expectations for his successor? How has public opinion shifted during his tenure? Let's do a comparison with previous leaders. How does Holness' leadership compare to previous Jamaican Prime Ministers? What lessons can be learned from their tenures? How did they address similar issues? Let's look at the international context. How does Holness' leadership fit into the broader regional and international context? What global trends and challenges impacted his tenure? How did he navigate these complexities? In conclusion, as the nation moves forward, questions surrounding Holness' legacy remain. Only time will reveal the true impact of his leadership.